everyone, welcome to episode 43 of Otome Shimai.
I'm Vki.
And I'm Vka.
And we are sisters who play Otome games.
Hello, sister.
Hi, C-Star.
This is our second episode of Reviews and Twos for Virche Evermore Error Salvation.
So, spoilers!
Spoilers!
Spoilers all over the place.
Yep.
Spoilers inside your face.
Spoilers everywhere. So if you've not played this game and you plan to play it, maybe listen later. Or don't listen to this one right now.
Yeah, honestly, if you have not played this game, this episode is going to sound like sheer utter nonsense to you.
Yeah, it's going to sound wild.
We're just gonna go.
Yeah, I remember, I have a friend who doesn't play Otome games, and I remember telling her about this game. And even after telling her the premise, like listening to just think of what, like the last episode we did, the spoiler-free one, that one, she was like, this is unreal and I don't understand what's happening. And she was right, because it is unreal, and no one understands what's happening.
No, what is happening?
So, yeah, but if you've played it already, or if you're just not planning to play this game, which is also valid.
And want to hear a bunch of nonsense that you probably won't understand.
Feel free to join us on this fucking wild ride.
Yeah.
But first, who are you doing this week?
Yeah.
Who are you doing?
I have started the common route of Tengoku Struggle Strayside.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. I like the MC so far.
Mm-hmm.
She is a lady who hates dudes.
Okay. She's a lady who hates dudes.
Yeah, and her adopted dad, is like the king of the hells, and she has to go to the human realm with a bunch of criminals, and they have to go stop other criminals. Mm-hmm. And that's all I've got.
Cool. I mean, that sounds like a dope storyline, I'll be honest.
Yeah, so far it's a lot more straightforward than Virche.
I mean, yeah. I think a lot of Otome games are a lot more straightforward than Virche.
You mean all other Otome games are a lot more straightforward than Virche?
Yeah, even the really wild ones. The ones that we've played that we've been like, what the fuck is happening? Almost pretty much way more straightforward than Virche.
Yeah. Before we get into that, who are you doing this week?
I'm playing 9 R.I.P.
Are you? Tell me about it.
Tell
me.
Okay, so I have the limited edition copy, and it's got all the goodies in it. So I opened the box. Box is pretty. There's a little necklace inside.
How's the game?
I got a little fan.
Tell me about the game.
There's an art book. Okay, I took the game out of the cartridge and I put it in my Switch case. That's about all I did.
In your Switch case?
Yeah.
It's not even in your Switch?
No, it's not. Okay, so
Vka, to play a game, you have to put the cartridge in the console.
Yes, you are right. But it's been a very busy life. It's been a very, very busy month for me, and I haven't been home very often.
It's been a really, really messed up week.
A really, really messed up week. Yes, it has. It has been maybe not a messed up week, but a very busy one. So I do plan to play it, and if I come back and I haven't played it, you guys can get on me for that, because I will start it. I promise.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Yeah, you should, and you guys should too. Everyone should. I will do it. I believe. Hold me accountable.
I am making eye contact with your left eyeball right now.
And that is very serious, you guys. You can't see it, but she is actually making left eye contact. Making left eye contact. Thank you. Let's get into it. Let's get into the spoilers.
Okay, so the first thing that we're just going to go off on is science.
The bad science.
The bad science.
All the bad science.
We've mentioned this before.
Yes.
Our mother is a botanist.
Yes.
She has a PhD in botany.
Yes.
Our father is also a botanist. He doesn't have a PhD, but he is still a botanist.
Mm-hmm. He's still a science dude.
Yeah, there are many science people in our family and around us.
Mm-hmm.
I work with scientists. You work with scientists. Mm-hmm. There's just lots of general science around us. Mm-hmm. Even if neither of us are like hard science people, we at least know a little bit about the science. Yes. And we know enough about the science to know that this is bad science.
Yes, this game does not science well.
It doesn't science at all. I mean, there is a scientist at the Institute who gets confused and asks Xian, what is a genetic disease?
Oh my god, you're right. You're right. I remember that when they were going through Nadia's route.
What is a genetic disease, says the scientist who clones people for a living.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, so bad. So bad. I mean, okay, some of it is based in fact.
What?
That the flowers are poisonous?
Yeah, but they don't talk about... Okay, so spider lilies, yes, are poisonous. But they say that the spider lilies in this game are poisonous specifically because they suck up the poison from the ground and make the ground less poisonous, and they become poison.
Yeah, so, okay, I think we need to talk about the whole reason why the island is like this, because this made me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole reason why this island is its own little thing, no one can get into... Poison!
Poison!
The whole reason why this island is like this is because of wars.
Yeah.
Like, they basically wanted to create some way to border their country in a biohazardous material so that no one can get in.
That is the way to create a border, yes?
Exactly, yes.
Biohazardous material all over your country.
Yes, all over your country, everywhere.
Over the place.
Well, not everywhere. Their intention was on the outside of the country.
You know what happens when you, like, put poison
next to things that you don't want to be poisoned?
Usually the things next to the poison will also get poisoned.
Yes.
Especially if you put it in the fucking soil.
These poor people, they're eating food out of this soil, drinking water, living their lives, picking flowers, and they're just...
And then the great thing is that when the ricoras get planted, it actually slightly lessens the poison. And so the people live slightly longer.
Yes.
But then it's been so long since then, people blame the flowers for the poison.
They forgot. They legitimately forgot. I think no one knows.
Well, I don't think they forgot. I think it was a cover-up.
Oh, the royal family covered it up.
The royal family,
they created it.
Yeah, the royal family covered it up and, like, blamed everything else so that they could stay in power.
Yeah.
But back to the bad science. This poison, from the time you are born, every year, removes one of your chromosomes.
Yeah. You have 23 chromosomes, and you have one less every year. Yeah. And then when you're 23, you have one chromosome, and then you die.
Because your last chromosome is gone. Because that's the way the DNA works. You can lose chromosomes and still
one
be
chromosome equals 1 year of life.
That's the way it works. If you lose one chromosome, that's 1 year of your life.
Yeah, everything's the same. Everything else is the same. Nothing is wrong. You just less years.
Also,
so theoretically, what they want to do is build humans with lots of chromosomes.
Yeah. You know, if somebody is born with 65 chromosomes, then they'll live until they're 65. That makes total sense.
Oh my god. Yeah, you guys, the science doesn't science. The DNA doesn't DNA.
Well, also, I love how if you are born in a field of poison, you become half poison.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you come out of your mother's womb, you know, you just suck up whatever's around you.
That was wild.
Which is why, since I was born in a hospital room, I'm like 30% disinfected. Because that's the way that works.
Oh my god. Learning Sidis's origin story was horrific. Like, both of her parents were actually in love. They like went to this liquorous field. They met Adolf?
I don't remember.
Uncle? Something like that. And the mom dies.
I think he just like watched them give birth. And was like, I can't meet her yet. It's not the right time.
It's not the right time. Oh, because time travel's a thing in this story. Okay, not only is bad science, like genetic science there, but also bad time travel.
I mean, is there good time travel?
I mean, I think there's some that kind of make sense.
Well, also, they didn't really explain the time travel.
They didn't explain the time travel at all.
They were just like, they figured out how to do this.
Yeah.
And so it happened.
Yes, exactly. They're like, okay, he ended up leaving the island and accessing time travel and then went back to the island so that he could save her. But, like, he had to he had to live multiple timelines. It was really weird.
Why
it was
has
so
a
confusing.
Gun. Okay, but the point of all of this is that this game, when you first start playing it, it comes off as fantasy sci-fi.
Yes. It comes off as fantasy. It's like, the god of death. like, ooh,
it's not.
mysterious.
It's sci-fi.
Yeah.
It's a sci-fi game.
Yeah.
There's no fantasy in this.
Yeah, there's no fantasy.
No,
There's
none whatsoever.
Yeah, it's clothes.
All of it is explained by science.
Yes.
Terrible
Bad
science.
but science.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's wild. So we haven't even talked about the roots yet.
No, because we had to get this out of the way first.
The bad science.
The bad science.
Oh, you guys.
The science is bad.
Yeah, it's really bad.
So every time you have a bad day, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Are you down a chromosome?
1 chromosome equals 1 day. I would be dead by now. I would be so dead.
Because you've lost all of your chromosomes?
All my chromosomes are gone. What I don't understand is they should have done it the opposite way. They should have been like, oh, like a full person who's fully developed has all their chromosomes. So when you're born, you have no chromosomes, and then every year you get a chromosome, and then by the time you get to 23, I don't know, you just implode because of your max chromosome capacity.
If you're born with no chromosomes, then that means that you don't like have anything to yourself, because our DNA tells us what we're made of. Like, what would you be? Like just a bunch of random protein cells sploshing around in like a tub.
But I don't understand.
And then every year you become more and more human. Like, would that be better? Really, Vka? Would that really be better?
Well, I feel like the alternative is
like
just
by the time
worse.
you're 10, you kind of look like Flubber.
I don't know. I just feel like.
Do you want your 10-year-old to look like Flubber?
No. I'm just saying that it just doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know. Like, you losing a chromosome means you lose a year of life, but effectually, you guys, the science doesn't science, and I don't know what else to say about that. It's bad. It's bad science.
Ceres is half poison flower.
Yeah, she is.
She's half poison flower.
Mm-hmm. And Eve is cursed by it too.
Yeah.
He's also got flower in his body.
Because he ate it. He ate the flower bulbs. Oh, and then Anku's blood is like
it's a diluted poison, basically. An anti-poison?
An antidote?
Antidote, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to say anti-venom, but that's not right. Yeah, it's an antidote because he constantly eats the flowers. Yeah. Because that's the way that works, too.
Yes. If you eat the flowers that's sucking up the poison from the dirt, then it becomes incorporated in your body, and you get super, super sick, and you, like, kind of die, but don't die, and then become an antidote.
Yeah. There's a little teeny tiny bit of correct science behind that. Like microdosing poison makes you immune to the poison.
Yes, but if you just cut your hand open and give your blood to your girlfriend, she's not automatically less poisonous because she's already poisoned.
Yeah, and also that's the way that blood transfusions work. You have to drink it.
That was the funniest thing, was the beginning of the common route where she's in the licorice field and she's so sad. She's about to do the thing with the dagger. He comes up behind her and he's like, let's make an agreement. And she was like,
paint your lips with my blood.
Yes, and now the curse is on hold. Just quick pause.
Quick pause.
No curse because you got my blood all over your mouthy mouth.
Except he doesn't tell her that.
No, he's just like,
I did it.
And she's like, yeah, okay, so the death god told me that the curse is on hold, and she notices no one's dying around her.
Yeah.
So obviously he did some magic. No, he just put some blood on her lips, and that did it. Blood on the lips. Curse on hold. Done.
I mean, that color, although, to be honest, is a really nice shade of, like, dramatic lipstick. The color of blood.
Uh-huh. Where are you going with this?
I'm just making a comment that she could pull it off. You know.
Ceres?
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
She's a pretty lady.
She is a pretty lady. I agree.
Yeah. All right, okay, bad science. What about the actual roots?
So, I don't even know where to start.
Ibu?
We can start at Ibu, yeah.
Hugo!
Okay, we're starting at Ibu, and the first thing you say is Hugo?
Hugo is one of my favorite characters in the game. Ibu, I'm just like, you're a weird little dude who needs therapy.
But I understand him.
I know you do.
He's so sweet.
I don't, because I don't give a shit about other people.
I guess he needs to love himself before he can love other people. Blah, blah, whatever.
I resonate with Hugo because he loves someone who's a people pleaser.
Oh my god! Oh, you guys! Oh, this one hits. I hate this. I am so uncomfortable right now. I feel like I'm being called out, and I think I am being called out, and that's why I like Ibu, is because he is me. He's just a sweet boy who wants to be loved.
But Hugo likes Ibu in a little bit of a different way than I love you.
Yeah, I was not expecting that in his route. I think for him to be such a committed partner to Eve was so...
Like, knowing he had no chance.
Yeah.
That was just something.
So tragic. So tragic. Beautiful, but tragic.
Yeah.
Because honestly, if it wasn't like that, I would have totally rooted for them. I would have been like, Hugo and Eve are the, like, OTP.
Honestly, I still do that. Like, I think Hugo and Eve are a better couple than Ibu and Ceres.
Well, Hugo outright said he hated her, so...
Well, but he didn't, like, that, but that was...
Because of Eve, yeah.
Yeah, because of things. Mm-hmm. Like, he got over it. But you're right. Like, Ibu's ends, like, they die.
Yeah, they do. Like, they get flames, burning, sad.
He proposes to her in a field of burning flowers,
and
as one does.
And she's like, yes, I want this. I love this.
And then when you die, I will kill myself.
Yep. Well, we're going to go live in a cave together.
Yeah.
And everyone else on the island is absolutely dead because we blew up all of the flowers. Mm-hmm. So we're just going to go live in a cave and be happy until you die. Yep. And then I'm going to just kill myself.
Yeah, like we're fugitives in a cave.
Exactly what happens.
Cool.
I just... I will say that I think the characterization of him was pretty fun. I liked that he was a little bit of a ditz.
It was silly.
Yeah, I liked that he couldn't cook. I liked that he kind of didn't make sense. I kind of liked that he didn't have very good luck. Like, one of the scenes, he literally falls out of a tree. And she's like, wow, you fell out of a tree. Like, I need to take care of you. And Hugo comes up to him and is like, you know that bad things happen to you. Why did you go into the tree?
He also, like, falls off of a roof at one point.
It's so sad, but he's so sweet. And this scene made me cry, was the one where she ends up seeing the imprint of the flowers under his mask.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, don't look at me. Like it's awful. Because remember, they originally met when they were younger.
Yeah.
Like, her poison caused the fire. More bad science, guys.
Her poison caused the fire.
Poison is flammable.
I mean, some poison is absolutely flammable.
Sure, but the air around her caused the whole orphanage to explode?
You know, it is what it is.
So anyways, he saves her from a burning building. He gets this scar on him, and it has the pattern of the liquidis. And it was such a beautiful scene because he was expecting her to be, like, disgusted and grossed out. Because everyone's scared of these things.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, it's the flower of misfortune. It's the flower of death. Like, we're all gonna die. Mm-hmm. So if you're marked with it, that's gotta be bad juju. And she's just like, no, but we're friends. Yeah. It was just so sweet.
It's okay.
So sweet.
It's okay. Well, all that means is that the other people around you are assholes.
Yes, exactly. So I did like Eve's route. I actually think that Eve's story was kind of like one of the ones that I enjoyed the most out of all of them.
Yeah. I mean, it was the most connected to, like, the traveler and the background of the lore. Like, we didn't get the sciencey aspect, but we got the lore aspect.
Maybe that's why, is because there was less bad science in it than all the others.
Yeah, that could be it. There was a lot less bad science. There was still bad science
in it, but still there was less.
Yeah.
I don't know. There were some scenes that were super cute. I really like Eve's character design too. So I think he's very cute, and I think that they look good together, him and Ceres. So
you know who else thinks they look good together?
Who?
Anku.
That's right. Every single route.
Ships them.
Yeah, no, every single route that you go into, she goes and tells Anku, like, I'm going to pair up with this guy and, like, work with him to figure out the murder or whatever, because they're chasing the murderer. And everyone he goes along with, he's like, not that one.
Not that one.
Nope, he's the worst. Not that one. Even Adolf, who he is,
well,
he's like, he's a dumbass. He's a dumbass. And
he's right. He
is right at dumb. But Eve, he's like, yes, that one.
That one.
That is the right one. I ship you hard. Go there.
Even though I'm in love with you, I ship you and that dude. Well, Adolf also ships her and Ibu, which makes sense because they're the same person.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So, Luca.
Oh God! Can we go back to talking about Ibu?
Nope. We talked about Ibu long enough.
So a lot of bad science here. He's basically being mind controlled by Dr. Cappuccino.
Yeah, Dr. Cappuccino.
Dr. Cappuccino.
Because Dr. Cappuccino isn't actually Dr. Cappuccino. He used to work at the Institute. He's a crazy dude.
Yeah, his name is actually Ori?
Something like that. No matter what, I call him Dr. Cappuccino. So.
But he was like the direct competitor when Xi'an first started doing research. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to like work with the royal family to do some very nefarious testing and things on people for his own reasons. Like his reason wasn't, I want to cure the curse. His reason is I'm a psychopath and I think genes are beautiful and I'm attracted to them sexually. Yes. That's his thing.
And then
gross. I hate him. In this game there is no more hated character than that one. Like even Jean, awful, but
he was redeemable at the end.
Still,
he helped them out at the end.
Exactly. But Cappuccino was just horrific.
Yeah, absolutely horrific. Honestly, Luca's route was heartbreaking.
Was so bad.
Heartbreaking. Like, especially since Nadia is such a likable character.
Yeah.
And it was horrible. Just what happened to her was absolutely horrible. Mm-hmm. The fact that Luca was the serial killer, I actually found kind of funny.
The strange thing about that was I kind of like it had to be one of them. Yeah. Right?
Or it had to be someone
knew. Yeah. So I was like, okay, could it be Hugo? Could it be Jean? It could be anybody. Mm-hmm. And then to find out
it kind of was Jean.
You're right. He was actually, you're right.
But Jean was specifically killing prostitutes. Luca was killing relivers.
That's better.
It's not. There were multiple serial killers in this game.
Yeah, but back to Luca's route. Him being Buro was very depressing. There was no real reason for him to do it other than him being brainwashed by Cappuccino.
Yeah.
Because he just wanted to...
He wanted to protect Nadia.
He wanted to protect Nadia. He wanted to, like, help his sister. He wanted to be a light in the world, and he wanted to just live out his life.
He was used.
So, yeah, he was manipulated into doing that. Oh, we didn't even talk about, like, the books and
that's all
strength and the
in Eve's Room they go into that, and honestly it's not super important to the plot.
That's true. Yeah, I feel like there was a lot of plot. This was a lot of plot.
They put in all of this like lore that connected all of the LIs to each other, and then at the end of the day, they could have left it out, and the plot would have been exactly the same.
Yeah.
And that bothered me.
Yeah.
Like I actually thought that was pretty cool that they were all connected, but then
if you take it away, it doesn't change anything.
Yeah, like there was a little bit of it in like Adolf's route, but it wasn't a lot.
The thing is, like, I felt like it was important to Luca's route, right? Like, I felt like him being, in a weird way, him being strong, having a genetic disorder for him to be able to, like, murder all these people and kind of be a super villain hero thing. I don't know. That kind of made, it was an explanation for that, but it still didn't make sense. Like, it was like, it could have been anybody.
Yeah. Well, I mean... And the thing that made this route the saddest for me is that Luca had a crush on Ceres before the game started.
Correct.
And Ceres also had a crush on Luca before the game started.
Correct. Yeah.
And so if the bullshit wasn't happening, they could have been happy together.
Yeah.
And, like, Nadia loved her, so...
Like, there was this whole thing about Ceres visiting Nadia in the hospital and them wanting to, like, be a family, and...
Yeah.
God, it's just so heartbreaking. That route was so heartbreaking.
And there was no even, like...
There's no chance.
Slightly... Yeah, there was no chance. There was no chance for any of it. There is death and destruction and sadness and horror in every single one of Luca's ends.
Yeah. His whole story is just horrific.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, I think as a character, I liked Lucas. Like, I really did. I thought that his whole journey and his whole reason for being like made sense to me. He just wanted to help his sister.
Mm-hmm.
He was in love with this girl that he had been like working with and teaching for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
And he just wanted like a calm, happy life to live out his 23 years. He wasn't concerned about the curse. He wasn't concerned about any of that. He just wanted to be happy. And he was fully manipulated by this fucking psychopath because his sister had a degenerative disease and she was like on her deathbed. It was just so, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like Lucas, but it was so hard because like I couldn't like it. Like I couldn't enjoy it because there was no chance. There was no way for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and at least in the other routes, there was like a glimmer of hope.
Yeah.
A glimmer of hope, a glimmer of hope. But as soon as you find out that Luca is Boro,
there's no going back.
What are we going to do?
Yeah.
Like there's no happy end for them.
Like even if it is like, oh, okay, you deal with Cappuccine and you deal with the royal family, he's murdered so many people.
Yeah.
In cold blood.
Mm-hmm.
Like what can you do?
And Nadia is still dying.
And Nadia is still dying. So there's nowhere to go from there.
Mm-hmm.
There's no happy ending.
This is also the route where you end up in a cage. Because you need at least one of those in every single Ultimate game. If you don't end up in a cage, is it actually an Ultimate game?
Yeah, I think that's how we should start judging it.
No, it is an Ultimate game. There are plenty of Ultimate games where you don't end up in a cage. You could end up locked in a room.
Yes, that's true. If you're locked in,
or in a castle, or in a tower, you might get like stuck in a cave or in a dungeon. It doesn't necessarily have to be a cage.
Okay, so if you're locked somewhere without consent.
Yes.
That is an Ultimate game.
Yes. There are also games where you are locked in some place and you consent to it.
Which also can be an Ultimate game.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, sidebar. Sidebar about cages and Ultimate games. I did actually think that was pretty interesting. I was like, I see where they're going here. I get it. I hate it. I hate it so much.
We're not Cage fans.
Yeah, I'm not a Cage fan. But like, I was like, okay, I get it. Fine, I understand. It was sad. I couldn't like it, and I couldn't really hate him as a character because he's
pitiful.
He's sad. Yeah. Yeah.
You pity him. Like, yeah, it's like some of it is like his choices, but a vast majority of what is going on is because he has been brainwashed.
Yeah. I mean, the only good thing that came out of that route was, I guess we got to see a lot of Nadia.
Yeah,
you know, because she's perfect.
Yeah,
Nadia perfect.
Made a friend,
and she made a friend. I really like that she made friends with the Hato. That was cute. At first, it was a little weird because he's a reliver and probably like 80 years old, but like it was pretty innocent.
Yeah, I mean he has the body and mind of a 15-year-old, so
yeah,
it was cute.
Okay, we're done with Lucas. Let's talk about Matisse.
He's not a real boy.
He's a homunculus, yes, who was created by his brother father.
With other people's memories.
Yeah.
And the DNA of a dead fetus.
Yes. So, I guess the side character that's featured here a lot is Jean, because he's his butler, but you find out throughout the course of the story that
he's not
Jean.
Jean is actually Camille.
Camille Claude. He is the son of that family.
Yeah, and there was no younger brother.
There was no younger brother.
Yeah.
So the whole thing about Matisse being this young recluse brother of the older brother who died.
He's actually like 2 months old, probably.
He's just a baby.
He's not 17.
No, he's not 17.
A few months old.
A homunculus. Jean was Camille Claude. He had a fiance.
Who was a prostitute.
Oh my God.
Who got pregnant and they were going to get married.
Yes.
And his parents were like, no, don't do that. But then she died and he took her corpse and was like, I'm going to like make sure that we can love each other forever. And then he went and killed a whole bunch of other prostitutes.
Yes, to kind of bring his lover back. I remember he left her in this, like, the giant human-sized test tube, and she was just floating around in there.
Yeah, she was just floating around in there.
It was real wild. This story is nuts, you guys. Like, this is absolutely nuts.
But also, like, this is the route that had very little to do with the rest of the game.
That's true, because so Boro is still murdering people.
Yeah, Boro is still murdering
still
people.
actively murdering
We
people.
do not solve that.
No, we don't solve that. But Jean is kidnapping prostitutes, and there's this whole thing about if you bring a bottle of perfume with a certain flower inside, you'll get to escape the island by, there's like someone who comes and takes you on a boat to escape the island, and you get to like live beyond 23, and it's like a myth. Mm-hmm. And what really happens is Jean comes and kidnaps them and then murders them and tries to like mess with their DNA so that he can get his fiance back.
Yep.
It's real weird.
And then Matisse dies.
And then...
Or kills you and then dies.
God, yeah. So you get locked in the mansion at some point in this route.
Hey, you're locked in again.
See, there we go. It's consistent. You're locked in the mansion. Jean captures you. He like tells you that Matisse is a homunculus.
Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah,
like, because
and then
you're,
he
like,
also
in the
tells
basement.
Matisse that Matisse is a homunculus,
and Matisse is like, ah,
his like brain doesn't compute. But it got me, that one scene where like he like is pitiful. He's like out in the rain, and then he has to take a bath, and then she like is drying his hair because she's his maid. Mm-hmm. Oh, in every route, she
has a job.
She has a job. So in Eve's route, she gets to just go live with Eve and be his like assistant for Korune. Mm-hmm. And then in Lucas's route, she gets to be his assistant teacher.
Yes.
And then in Matisse's route, she just goes and works as his maid. And in Xian's route, she's like his assistant maid. Yes. So yeah, she gets to work, I guess.
She gets to be a maid in like in all of the routes.
No, she gets to do lessons in Lucas' route. In Lucas's route, she gets to teach.
Yeah, you're right. And then she gets locked in a cage.
And then in Matisse's route, she just gets to be his maid and then gets locked in the dungeon. So,
as one does.
Mm-hmm. But the thing about that was that like Jean was so horrific to Matisse, knowing that he was his son brother. And he like kept making him murder or like close to murder Ceres, so that he could deprogram emotions out of him, but also program emotions in him so that he could make it so that his lover would remember him.
I don't
It was
know.
so convoluted. It was so confusing because his whole goal was he wanted his lover to come back. He wanted to revive her and have her fall in love with him and then be perfect together again. And basically Matisse was the guinea pig for all that. Mm-hmm. It was bad.
Yeah. Honestly, I really did not like Matisse's salvation end.
Oh, yeah. No, that was like, pretty wild.
That was like the heck.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense to me.
No, because Jean dies, and so Matisse like can't be like charged.
Backed up, yeah, or whatever.
And so they turn him into a reliver, but he doesn't have memories of Ceres.
Because he's not real.
Yeah, because he's not real. And then he just runs out of the institute and randomly like runs into her in the market and is like, you.
He's like, I don't know you, but
I love you. Will you love me? And she's like, okay.
Because she remembers him.
It
doesn't make any sense. It's so ridiculous. So yeah, I don't know. All of their salvation ends were kind of awful. Except for Xian's.
Hey, I just met you. And this is crazy, but here's my number. So love me forever. I don't like it. I don't want it. If a child walked up to me in a market and is like, I think we could be in love with each other.
Yeah.
Because that's what he is. Yeah, he's a child. He's 17.
There's nothing more that I can say.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
Xian,
my favorite of favorite roots.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't so ridiculous.
We have to feed him sandwiches, and he mostly ignores us, but then spending time together makes people fall in love. And then Xian's like, I'm not gonna do the crap that the royal family wants me to do. And the royal family's like, okay, then we'll put the Hato in charge
just replace
instead.
You, yeah.
And then there's lots of like butting heads, and then Xian like fixes the emotions thing. And Dahato's like, oh, I'm on your side again. And then they live happily ever after Arorufu gets beheaded by the Imperial Guard.
The worst. That was the worst part of this route, honestly. Like, I generally thought this route was pretty nice. Like, it was exciting.
Yeah.
There was a lot of things happening. Like, even though the science was awful bad.
And the child murder. Like, remove that. And actually, even if you keep that in, this was still one of the more digestible routes.
Yeah. It was pretty.
I like Xian.
I liked his salvation end. He is pretty. He is smart. He likes puzzles.
Yeah, he likes puzzles.
I mean, he'd be an awful first date, but once you get to know him, like, pretty great 7th date.
And he really does like Ceres.
He does.
Like, he changes for her.
Yeah.
And it isn't like an instant thing. It's like a gradual getting to know you.
No, he comes to love her.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's been a reliver for so many generations, basically, that, like, all of the emotion has been bred out of him. Like, think about it this way. He was one of the first relivers.
Yeah.
Right? Because he invented the technology. And he tested it on himself. So he's all of that memory re-upping or memory downloading and it inhibiting keeping of all of the emotions has been happening for so long for him that like it truly is bad science. It doesn't make any sense of how he gets it back. It doesn't make any sense. But the fact that he does, I think is sweet. I think they do have a good relationship. He is a little like smarmy and kind of a smartass, and that's kind of my type, so I can't be mad at it. I do like it. I think he's hot.
I'm glad they fixed his lungs.
I'm glad they fixed his lungs, too. He was sick there for a while.
He fixed his lungs.
He experimented on himself, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Xian's relatively normal, so we don't have to go on a long rant about him.
Yeah. And I think, well, we'll talk about Dahut in the next part about Adolph's route. But Dahut in his route, in Xian's route, is pretty accessible. Like, he's fun, he's cute, he's helpful, he's just a little guy.
He's a bad guy for like 5 minutes, and then he's like, never mind.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not into this. Like, I don't want to be the head of the institution. I just want people to have emotions. And now that you're into that, I'm going to work on that too. I thought it was cute.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think out of all of the routes, I was probably the most clean in a way, like most otome-like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree. Yeah. So Adolf and Anku are the same person.
Correct.
Because time travel.
Oh, yes. Time travel is a thing in this game. It's not explained, and that's okay, I guess. But you do everyone else's routes. You have to do Adolf and Anku together.
Yes.
And I actually wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting them to be the same person. Like, it really did surprise me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
See, many years ago, when this game first came out in Japanese, one of our friends played it, and then she blurted the entire plot to me. And I think the only thing I retained was that they were the same person.
So it was not a surprise to you?
No, I knew the whole time.
Did it change anything for you?
No.
It was still kind of crazy.
Really different, because I didn't understand how.
Yeah. No, me neither.
And the how is apparently time travel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Adolf just... Like, he's such a sweet guy, but he's so in his own head.
Yeah, he
could have been normal. He could have been a great love interest for her.
Anku says it really bluntly that he's a coward. And honestly, that it really is like the way that it comes off to me. Like, he doesn't want to take a risk because he could potentially lose everything, and that I understand. I think
that's not actually true, because he can't die at 23.
Yeah, but if that's found out, that he's going to get experimented on like Anku was.
Yes, true. Right.
Yeah. So, like, Anku is basically being just really harsh on himself.
Yeah.
That's hard. That's basically what's happening here. Anku is being really hard on himself. And Adolf doesn't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
I will say that I do think that this route probably had the most affection in it.
Yeah, they went on a date.
Yeah, because
like an actual date. They rode horses together. Yeah. That was on the beach. So sweet.
Yeah. And even though like it was kind of said and then it wasn't said, and it was like back and forth because like Adolfu kind of said it and then said it was like second guessing it, and then Adolfu was like hiding things, not clear. But like So I don't know. It's complicated. He's definitely not my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I very much prefer straightforward people, and he is not that. Like he's hiding a lot, and I get it, but I'm also not into it.
I feel like he could have said something to Ceres knowing that she had her own thing. Like,
yeah.
the fact that she is death, say it that way, like the fact that she's poison and everyone around her dies because they're exposed to her.
But he
doesn't because he's not of the land.
Yeah.
He was brought there, I guess, or he was abandoned
I think
there?
he washed up on the beach.
He washed up on the beach, yeah.
Yeah, like his parents threw him into the ocean.
Yeah, that's sad story. Sad story.
And he washed up on the beach, yeah.
He washes up on the beach. So he's not affected by her. But like knowing that this thing is happening to her and it's a weird thing, I feel like he could have confided in her.
Yeah.
Realistically, I feel like he could have done it and she would have just been like, okay. She wouldn't have gone to the authorities and been like, this guy, he doesn't age.
No.
Because no one would believe her.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think he like kept too much to himself. He was in his own head too much. He was sweet though. I like his character design. I like his voice. I think he's a nice character. I think them being like him being, what is he, the poster boy?
So
I don't understand why they do it this way.
It seems like Ibu is the poster boy, but it's actually, I really do think it's actually Adorufu.
Yeah, I think Adorufu is the poster boy.
Yeah. But you know, some games, they don't make it super, super clear. And I think this is one of those games because when you like see the previews for the original game, it really seems like it is Ibu, but I think it's Adorufu.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally like turns back time to save her.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. She is the center of his life.
Yeah.
The thing I want to talk about with Adolf and Anku's root, not only the fact that Anku and Adolf are the same person and that Anku just has been
he's just been hanging out for like 1,000 years.
Yeah, scientifically been experimenting on himself and with others. The fact that Dahat and Mother Salome play a very important part in this story. Like, I knew that there was some weird shit going on with Salome.
Yeah.
Like, that was clear.
Yeah.
So finding out that she's actually the lost queen or the lost princess was like, oh my God. Okay, totally makes sense.
But do you know who was a complete surprise?
Dahat!
They did that
really well. And maybe you guys like tell us if you feel the same way.
Because I didn't at all.
It took me like I knew it right before they told us.
Yeah.
Because I was not expecting it.
But
and I loved
Dahat
so yes, it did. Like, why would this young child have become a reliver so soon? You know what I mean? Why would he have integrated himself into the institution?
Yeah.
And it just was, why did he have such a huge passion for it too? And it wasn't like, oh, just because of his parents. Like, yes, that was the story, but there was so much.
Like, he was pulling the strings.
He was pulling the strings the whole time.
Everything.
Yes, even behind Xian, and he didn't know it.
Yeah, and honestly, that part they did do a really good job explaining. They did a really good job with that reveal and with explaining what he had been doing and how he had been doing it. And like they did a really he was a really great character. Like the reasons behind why he was doing everything made sense. The character development and like how things had gotten twisted made sense. His point of view made sense.
Yeah.
And then Salome's point of view and what Salome has been doing and all of that also made sense. And why she had to kill him made sense.
Yeah. That was pretty tragic, to be honest.
Yeah. I really wish they could have lived there happily ever after, but at some point, like it got
so warped.
Yeah.
It got so warped. Even for Salome. Because like her ideals changed so much. She originally she wanted to like cure the curse. She wanted to figure out what was wrong with the people. She wanted to essentially save the world. And her family was like, no, we want to fuck things up, so you gotta go. And they wanted to kill her, so she had to run away. And then over time, she got scared. She couldn't do anything about it. And then she left her son, who she didn't even know was still alive. Like, that was just so sad.
Yeah.
So sad. I was heartbroken when they like revealed that information. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, like this is the worst. Because I like the Hut as a character.
Yes, me
I
too.
loved him in Xian's route. Even in some of the others' route, like he's just a sweet character. He makes friends with Nadia. He helps them out along the way. Even so, there's a scene where he's kind of like orchestrating in Adolphe's route. He's orchestrating this whole situation of like her being in the dungeon and Adolphe being in the dungeon and them like being accused of all the murders and everything. And he like plays it off, like the characterization, they play it off so well that I still was in like mired in the fact that he was such a good character and that he was her friend.
Yeah, I honestly think that Dahato is one of the most well-written ultimate side characters of a game that we've ever played.
Well, yeah, that's high praise. That is certainly high praise.
We've played a lot of games, but like it's so layered.
Yeah, it is really layered. And it's not the fact that it's not one-dimensional, the fact that there's not like one thing that he's just like, oh, I'm really crazy about genetics and I love the way DNA looks. Like, it's not that. It's not cappuccino.
Beautiful DNA gives me a hard on.
Just, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I'm having a moment over here because the thing is, I understand that he is the ultimate bad guy. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that he is the reason why Lucas was Buro. He is the reason why Cappuccino had all of those resources to experiment on people.
He's the reason why Matisse existed.
Yes, all of this. He is the ultimate bad guy. And yet somehow, through the storytelling and through the characterization, I felt for this character so deeply.
The best antagonists are the ones you can relate to.
Yes. So, yeah, I don't know. I think Dahut's my favorite character. Actually, Hugo's best boy and Dahut is amazing. Wow, we've been doing this for a long time. This is a long episode.
That's good.
Yeah.
There's a lot to talk about. It's fine.
There is a lot to talk about.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go into best of the best ends and worst of the worst ends. And this is going to have to be a little bit different because are salvation ends actually best ends?
I don't think so.
No, some of them are worse than the bad ends.
Some of them are really bad. They're not happy we expected it not to be happy. Like, the theme, the name of the game is Zetsubo, right? The name of the game is despair. So I'm expecting everything to be kind of sad, kind of really tragic.
Yeah, but maybe even things can get resolved.
Yeah, maybe some things can get resolved.
No.
Nope, not even in Salvation Ends. Not even in Salvation Ends. The way that they framed Salvation in this game was so interesting to me because I was like, I'm not really sure where they're going with this. Like, I feel like they wanted the character to come to some realization about themselves. And I think they did.
No, you're right. I think that probably is the meaning of salvation.
Yeah.
The fact that they like understand more about themselves and then they die understanding about themselves.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily like they've been saved. Like, I feel like there's no real good ending, but at least before they die, they're at peace. They're at peace. Yeah.
Kind of.
In a way, but even some of the endings, I'm like, I don't really feel like did they die in peace?
Yeah, like was anything resolved?
Yeah.
Or did just like bad things happen?
I feel like the only one who got a good salvation ending was Xian.
Same here. I think Xian's salvation end is probably the best end outside of like the final end. I mean, actually, no. Even if you include Arofu getting decapitated and some of the children at the orphanage getting murdered in cold blood, Xian's salvation and like both of them are alive and they're in love, and Xian is going to start working on a cure for the curse.
So, best case scenario, to be honest, for this clusterfuck of a game.
Yeah, except for Arofu.
Except for Arofu. Oh, my God,
and Dahato.
That made me cry so hard.
Dahato died too.
Oh, that's why they could keep doing the things that they were doing.
Yeah, Mom murdered him.
Mom murdered him, yeah.
Well, what about your least favorite end?
Okay, so this is a twofer for me because One of my favorite worst ends was actually just kind of the most entertaining one.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Lucas's there was one tragic end for Lucas where it's the getting locked in a cage.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he brings her into a cave, stuffs her in a cage. She basically So here's the thing that I don't understand about this.
Mm-hmm.
It just didn't make sense to me. He's like, I love you. And now she dies.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts her in this cage and he's like, you're my wife now, dead.
Mm-hmm.
But she like decomposes to bones
Mm-hmm.
within his lifespan.
Mm-hmm.
But he's 22. So it takes a year maybe for her to decompose into bones. Like, I don't understand.
How long does it take a body to decompose in a cave?
Yeah, I feel like that just doesn't make any sense.
I'm gonna Google it. Okay, 6 to 18 months before the skin is gone. So
knowing that Lucas was pretty much about to die, he was doing this right before his body was about to give out.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't have worked with the timeline.
No, it didn't make any sense to me.
Not unless, like, he had someone remove the flesh from her bones, which I doubt he did.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was fascinating. I also
once again, the science is not science.
The image of him putting a wedding ring on her bone hand in a cage was just so tragic. And I couldn't get over it. That was the thing that stuck in my head the most. It was awful. It was the worst.
Well, oh well.
What was your worst end?
So, I don't know if I have, like, a least favorite bad end, just because they're all bad,
Mm-hmm.
but the one that made me giggle was one of Xian's bad ends,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the one where Ceres dies, but before she dies, he uploads her consciousness into his own brain and spends the rest of his life talking to himself, her.
That's right.
But I'm just like,
It's so sad.
Can you imagine if your significant other lived in your head and could hear all of your inner thoughts?
That's so sad. Yeah, that's so sad.
No, like,
You'd go crazy. He did go crazy.
He did go crazy.
Oh yeah, that was pretty horrific too. That's some fucked up sci-fi shit for sure.
Yeah.
I think objectively that wasn't the worst of the worst ends though.
What about you?
I feel like
what's the worst one?
worst end, aside from just being objectively bad and one that I thought was absurd and just stuck in my memory, was Lucas's salvation end. It wasn't even a tragic end. It wasn't even a bad end. It was his salvation end.
That was bad.
The end of that route is the CG of the gravestone, where they both are dead.
Oh, and Ceres isn't even named.
No, she's not. She's not even named.
It just says
It's
like
blank.
Boro and his lover.
Yes. Isn't that fucking crazy? I was like, are you kidding me? How is this salvation?
Everyone dies.
Everyone dies, and they don't even get a happily ever after because obviously he's a murderer and she loves him, so she follows him to the grave. It's horrific. It's this whole game. This is a horror sci-fi fantasy, and it delivers.
Yeah.
In all of the aspects. Well, actually, in the horror and the sci-fi, it does not deliver in the fantasy.
No fantasy, just horror and sci-fi.
Okay, final thoughts. Okay, so this is not my type of game. Mm-hmm.
I am not into the super angst. I do like horror, but not like horror ultimate games. I like horror movies. So this, like, I was not excited to play this game.
Mm-hmm.
I played this game because you were really excited about it.
Yes, thanks, sis.
And it was really entertaining, but it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot. I had a really hard time keeping track of everything.
Mm-hmm.
I have ADHD, so that definitely did not help. And like I said before, this could have been 4 different games.
Yeah.
Easily. There are a lot of things that they could have done a better job explaining more clearly, and there were a lot of things that I don't think needed to be in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But even though it confused the heck out of me and it is not my type of game, it's definitely a game that's going to be sticking with me for a really long time.
Mm-hmm. You're not going to forget the bad science.
I'm not going to forget this game.
Mm-hmm.
I think objectively this is a good game,
mm-hmm.
even though it is not my type of game.
Yeah.
I just I just wish that they had done things a little bit differently. They had done things more clearly.
Yeah.
I wish that they had done the locked routes differently.
Mm-hmm.
I had a really hard time remembering what was happening when I had to play like 4 different allies' routes before going back to the first ally
Mm-hmm.
and like getting their quote unquote best end.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if you are into this type of thing, then go for it.
Yeah.
Like I bought the fan disc. This is not my type of game.
Yeah.
I would not rate it even in my top 10 Ultimate games.
Yeah.
I'm going to remember it forever, and I'm going to play the fan disc.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
That totally makes sense. Yeah. Well, for me, this is my type of game.
Yeah.
So I had very high hopes for it. It did let me down in those things that you mentioned. Like the gameplay was pretty not stilted, but it was just so convoluted and disorganized. Yeah. And it was such a slog, and I couldn't stay focused for a long amount of times. And I feel like all of the stories kind of blended together in a way where I was playing a route and then I would have to remember like, oh, I'm in this person's route, but I actually don't know this about this person because that's from their route.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hard for me to keep track, really.
Yeah.
And I felt like I couldn't really bring myself into understanding where Cetus was.
Yeah.
So it was really hard for me to like get into the mode of like, okay, I'm in an Otome game and I'm playing a romance game. It was kind of more like I was playing a visual novel of just a visual novel
of a
horror mystery. Like,
yeah.
And that actually was great because I fucking love mystery novels. Like I love them.
Yep.
So I really did like it. Like it was intriguing. The story grabbed my attention. The only thing is like, I think it could have been organized better. I didn't like the system of going back to certain decisions in the game where they give you the page.
Yeah.
And they give you this like graph. And you have to like traverse down the graph in order to figure out like what really decision you go to.
It was really easy to miss like one line of dialogue.
It was easy to miss stuff, and also there's like no context, so it doesn't tell you like where you're going back in the story. It's like, oh, this is everything for the LI, and you just kind of have to travel through it to figure it out.
Where's my missing dialogue?
Exactly.
Because I can't unlock the last route.
Yes, it was so complicated in that way. I mean, yeah, there are things I didn't like about it in that way, but like you said. Like, I'm going to play the fan disc. I liked it. I'm ready for it. I'm excited. We have it. We're going to do the thing. I want to play it so badly because I do want to see what they come up with. Like, I want to see what those interlude stories are. I want to see what the alternate timelines are.
Do you want me to send you home with it? It's in the living room.
Maybe. But I said I was going to play 9 R.I.P.
Yeah, and if you don't start playing within the week, I'm going to mildly scold you.
Yeah, we don't want that. So I'm going to try my best to do that. Anyways, thank you for sticking it out with us. This was a long episode. We haven't done a reviews and twos in a while. But this was a wild one. So this was Virche Evermore spoiler heavy.
Yeah, and guys, like, please, like, let us know if you, like, got anything that we didn't get. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff we weren't able to talk about, but, like, if you, like, noted something that you were like, oh, you know, that I think the sister would think this is interesting, please let us know. Because there's just so much, like, it's impossible to play this game and not miss things.
Yeah, it was a lot. I just loved so much about this game, and I'm also really curious how other people got the twists and turns.
Yeah.
You know, like,
how... Like, did you guys know about Dahato earlier than we did? Because we did not.
We did not know that. And the Anku thing, too, like, that, I didn't know it was coming. I mean, you knew. You had the heads up.
But that's because somebody spoiled me, like, 6 years ago.
Yeah. So, yeah, tell us. I'm really curious what you guys think about this. So thanks for joining us for episode 45. If you like what you hear and would like to support us, we have a Ko-fi account where you can donate to us keeping the podcast going.
We also have Twitter and Instagram where you can stay updated on what we're up to and other cool Ultimate related stuff.
Thanks so much for listening. Bye!